Alright guys, here we are, break 189. Before we get started with the break, we do have the RAZZ for the Titans spot. I do have a different screen up at the moment. You can't see the whole thing. This is break 190. We only have Broncos, Raiders, Manly, Warriors and Tigers left, guys. Alright. Titans RAZZ. Everyone is loaded in and ready to go. 3 times. Number 1. Number 2. And lucky last. Number 3. Andrew Malazewski. Congratulations with spot 2. Is our winner for the Titans spot. Congratulations. Alright, let's reset that. I will fix this. Alright. And there is our team list for the break. We will switch screens there. Alright, team list is Broncos, Jack Moran, Raiders, Ryan Jeffrey, Bulldogs, Ray Steptoe, Sharks, Neil Spicer, Titans, Andrew Malazewski with the RAZZ win, Manly, Matthew Winter, Storm, Luke Toomey, Knights, Neil Spicer, Cowboys, Braden Gilmore, Eels, Craig Baxter, Panthers, Craig Baxter, Rabbitohs, Hannah Byrne, Dragons, Mark Whiting, Roosters, Hannah Byrne, Warriors, Craig Baxter, and Tigers, Hannah Byrne. Alright guys, I'm just about ready to get into it. Let's fix our screens up. There we go. Welcome to the video, Hannah. We have our priority box. We'll put that off the side till the end. We have our 5 boxes. So let's go. Ice box in break 190. If sold out, we can break it tomorrow, guys. Almost to the point where we could have broken it tonight. Oliver Gilder, Speed Series for the Tigers. Corbin Baxter, Mary All-Stars. Hey Braden, welcome. Luke Thompson, parallel for the Bulldogs. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Women's NRL, Millie Boyle for the Broncos. Chad Townsend, parallel for the Cowboys. Renato Molitalo, Dally for the Sharks. Jacob Lake, Speed Series for the Eels. Nick Kotrick, parallel for the Raiders. Women's NRL Eels Checklist. Alex Johnston, Dally for the Rabbits. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Rabbits. Jess Surgis, Speed Series for the Roosters. Rudy Mojo. Number 28, Jaden Sewer for the Dragons with the Dolphins. Going to be following the Dolphins, Henna. Kangaroos Master Series. Brian Kelly, parallel for the Titans. We've got one person that's registered interest for the Dolphins already in the Collectors Club, if they happen to make it into Elite. I don't think they will, but you never know. Indigenous All-Stars, Brent Naden for the Bulldogs. They may have a welcome or introducing them or something, I'm not sure. Sapphire, Isaac Liu for the Titans. Number 16. Did you end up making that copy? Morgan Harper, Mary All-Stars. Thank you. Tommy Turbo, Speed Series for Manly. Thomas Flegler, parallel for the Broncos. Yeah, I'm hoping through the off season they name some good signings. Nico Hines, Indigenous All-Stars. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Will Kennedy, Speed Series for the Sharks. Yeah, I thought once they finished the season or finals for them that he would have made a decision, but obviously not yet. Bobby Law, Speed Series for the Knights. Oh. Tallulah Tillett, Women's NRL for the Knights. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Knights. Hannah Southwell, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Panthers parallel checklist. White Young Gun for the Roosters, Sam Walker. James Tamo, parallel for the Tigers. White League sensation, number 24, Luke Thompson for the Bulldogs. Mr. Ray Steptoe. What? If I was the Dolphins or Storm, I'd be wanting to know now. At least then they know what to do, whether to try and target the next bloke. Moses Mbite, parallel for Dragons. Like, he's a key player, no matter where he goes. So him being in the side would decide other decisions around other players. So if he leaves it too much longer, I think it's a bit selfish. No, Munster, I'm saying you can, if you have him, then you make decisions about other players. They've both already got their sides. They're not building a side around him either way. That's right, exactly. As Hannah says, both teams have money set aside in case he says yes, but in the meantime, they can't spend that money on other players. Women's Yellow Diamond, Kennedy Sherrington for the Eels, number 37. And like the money that he's worth could be two other players. Valentine Holmes, parallel for the Cowboys. Like Tass, Speed Series for the Rabbits. Blues Master Series, Tigers Parallel Checklist, Ruben Cotter Indigenous All-Stars, Matt Duffy, parallel for the Bulldogs. Rocco Berry, Speed Series for the Warriors. Destiny Brill, Women's NRL for the Titans. Lachlan Croker, parallel for Manly. Yeah. You've probably said it in a better way, but that's what I was trying to say before. Kevin Proctor, Maori All-Stars. Selwyn Cobbo, Speed Series for the Broncos. Roosters Parallel Checklist. A comment I seen about the Dolphins a while ago was it's Dad's Army side. It's the Dad's Army side, something like that, but yeah. I thought that was awesome. Karina Brown, Speed Series for the Titans. You never know, the old boys might just come out and prove they've still got it over the young ones. White Young Guns for the Dragons, Tally Holmes. Jazz Tavega, Maori All-Stars. Let's go Cowboys, let's go. Jack Whiten for the Raiders. Halfway through box number 2, guys. Brian Totter, Speed Series for Panthers. Reece Welsh, parallel for the Warriors. Black Young Gun, number 43, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Rudy Mojo, number 27, lucky number, good number. For the Broncos, Kurt Capewell. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the go with the breaks. There are no guarantees in them, they are a gamble. Emma Tony Gutto, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Jamie Chapman, Indigenous All-Stars. Kalen Ponga, parallel for the Knights. Addo Carr, Speed Series for the Bulldogs. Right, we're not even halfway, Braden. Still plenty of time to turn it around, mate. Matt Burton, Dally M for the Panthers. Munster, parallel for the Storm. I think Gufferson, parallel for the Eels. Taryn Aiken, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Dally M, Brendan Smith for the Storm. I'm bad. I'm hopeless. Brian Totter, parallel for the Panthers. And then I look at some of the teams. I have half an idea. But then if I put it in where I think it is and I'm wrong. Autumn Rain, Women's NRL for the Knights. Jordan Ricky, parallel for the Broncos. At least there I know that I double check it. Can't be wrong if I double check. But if I put it in there, it's in there. I won't remember to check again. With those ones, I don't pick them up. At least when they've got the team on them, when I'm sorting them out, I can pick that up really easy. Oh, I filled one side. Alright, so we're about to start box number 3. It's listed as a Dragons card, as it was before the first of 2 seasons. This hopefully that's where I've been putting it. That confused the hell out of me, the 2 seasons in 1 year. Jateo Fafua, Speed Series for Titans. Panthers Master Series. Kenny Bromwich, parallel for the Storm. Braden Trindle, Indigenous All-Stars. Warriors Parallel Checklist. I thought we had women's last year. Did they only play half of it? Is that what I missed? I'm easily confused. Number 7. Black League sensation for the Bulldogs, Luke Thompson. Number 7. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for the Dragons. Yeah. Rami T-Tool Speed Series for the Knights. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. I don't know why I thought we had a season last year, or, yeah. Yasmin Meeks, Speed Series for the Roosters. Maybe because they're in the cards. Maybe that's what's got me confused. I don't know. Tyrell Sloan, Speed Series for the Dragons. Knights Women's NRL Checklist. Isaiah Papali'i for parallel for the Eels. Ah, that explains why there's no Dalian. Shannon Mato, Mary All-Stars. Patil Yvette Welsh, Mary All-Stars. Rakia Horn, White Young Guns for the Eels. Dale Finucane, parallel for the Sharks. Hello Carr, Indigenous All-Stars. Bailey Simonson, Speed Series for the Eels. Bulldogs Parallel Checklist. It will also go longer with more teams in it too. Ruby Mojo, number 18. Elliot Whitehead for the Raiders. Speed Series, Katoni Staggs for the Broncos. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbits. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Women's NRL, Maddie Studden for the Eels. Dally M, Nathan Cleary for the Panthers. Oops. Jared Hargraves, parallel for the Roosters. Hey, we have an Emerald, number 9. Ben Hunt for the Dragons. We've got Mark Whiting with the Dragons. Dally M, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Oliver Gildart, parallel for the Tigers. Amber Hall, Women's NRL for the Broncos. And last but not least, for box number 3. Women's NRL, Bridie Parker for the Roosters. Corey Thompson, parallel for the Titans. Alright. We've got box number 4 plus the priority box left to go. Oh, sorry, hang on. We're doing box number 4, we've got 5 and the priority box left to go. Corbin Baxter, Mary All-Stars. David Clemmer, parallel for the Knights. Kennedy Sherrington, Women's NRL for the Eels. James Tedesco, Dally M for the Roosters. Broncos parallel checklist. Cody Ramsey, Speed Series for the Dragons. Roosters Master Series. Reece Robson, parallel for the Cowboys. Sapphire Mojo, number 3, nice slow one. Panthers, Jerome Luai. Brent Naden, Indigenous All-Stars. Harley Brigginshaw, Women's NRL for the Broncos. Dally M, Tommy Turbo for Manly. Isaac Liu, parallel for the Titans. Jaden Campbell, Speed Series for the Titans. Jaden Sewer, parallel for the Dragons. Hudson Young, parallel for the Raiders. Ruby Mojo, number 6. Valentine Holmes for the Cowboys. Nico Hines, Indigenous All-Stars. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. Speed Series, Alex Johnston for the Rabbits. Charlie Stone, Speed Series for Panthers. Crystal Reiter, Women's NRL for the Knights. Cameron McInnes, parallel for the Sharks. Morgan Harper, Mary All-Stars. Matt Burton, Speed Series for the Bulldogs. Keon Kolomatangi, parallel for the Rabbits. Jessica Surgis, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. White Young Guns, Mitch Kenny for the Panthers. Xavier Coates, parallel for the Storm. Yellow Diamond, Tamika Upton for the Broncos, number 46. Black Young Guns, number 1. Number 1, Lachlan Elias for the Rabbits. Oh, he got released, did he? I did hear something about that on the radio this morning. I can't remember where he wanted to go. Murray Talagi, a Speed Series for the Cowboys. Ewan Aiken, parallel for the Warriors. Alright. Box number 4. Done. As I said, we've got 2 boxes left to go. Box number 5 and the priority box. Alright. Sanaisi Ahsoka, Speed Series for the Broncos. Storm Parallel Checklist. Sapphire Mojo, Moses Mbai for the Dragons, number 19. Chanel Harris Tavita, Mary All Stars. Ben Hunt resigned. When did that happen? Oh, re-signed. Sorry. Eliza Guitar, my bad. Parallel for the Warriors. Re-signed. Jamie Chapman, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Tiana Penatani, Speed Series for the Eels. Dally M, Valami Kickout for the Panthers. Jake Clifford, parallel for the Knights. Greg Marsu, Speed Series for the Titans. Roosters Master Series. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for the Broncos. Women's NRL, Philomena Hennessy for the Eels. Big Tino, parallel for the Titans. We have a captains. Number 1. I think this will make him happy. Braden Gilmore with the Cowboys. Jason Tormalolo and Chad Townsend captains. Number 1. Tamika Upton, Indigenous All-Stars. Kyle Felt, parallel for the Cowboys. Ooh, number 35. A Ruby Mojo for the Panthers. Nathan Cleary. Well, it's a start, mate. It's a good start. That's 2 in your pile. You're saying that you've done no good at all. Well, can't complain with 2. Justin Olam and Dally M for the Storm. And Jack Bird, parallel for the Dragons. Speed Series, Inari Tawala for the Knights. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbits. Caitlin Johnston, Indigenous All-Stars. Oh, we're not finished yet, mate. Hopefully, well, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. We've got Paul Storm over there. Yasmin Meeks, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Jesse Ramian, parallel for the Sharks. We've got a few teams with no numbered cards. Obviously, we're only doing a half case. It does greatly increase the chances of not hitting a numbered card. James Fisher Harris, Mary All Stars for Panthers. Speed Series, James Tedesco for the Roosters. Jason Saab, parallel for Manly. Ivania Elite, Women's NRL for the Titans. Dominic Young, Young Guns for the Knights. Daniel Tupou, parallel for the Roosters. Just a reminder, guys, there was only 5 spots left in break 190. Titans is already sold, so that is not one of the 5 teams. Jamie Chapman, Speed Series for the Dragons. And there could have been more spots sold while we've been live. What are the cards on the table? Yep, these are the not sure pile, which is only your women's All-Stars. And this pile is our Master Series cards. So if we get a signature, it will probably go in here, but it will be included with this pile and randomised as one lot between all the 16 spots at the end. Yellow Diamond Mojo, Dragons Checklist, number 60. Alright, last packet for the hobby boxes. What can we find? Nothing. There we go. Stuck to the back. Josh Papali, a parallel for the Raiders to finish off box number 5. Alright. Last but not least, definitely not least, we have the priority. Cheers. Chance Nicole Klokstad, parallel for the Raiders. Oh, here we go. Number 8. Emerald Mojo, checklist for the Cowboys. Felice Kafusi, parallel for the Storm. Speed Series, Xavier Coates for the Storm. Cody Nikarima, Maori All-Stars. Sean Lane, parallel for the Eels. First Dally M Priority, number 8. Payne Haas for the Broncos. Tegan Berry, Women's NRL for the Dragons. Second Dally M, number 10, James Fisher-Harris for the Panthers. Speed Series, Nick Kotrick for the Raiders. Isaiah Yo, parallel for Panthers. Serena Matoka, Women's NRL for the Eels. Sean Johnson, parallel for the Warriors. Master Series for the Blues. Is that back, Braden, or is it still like that? Quincy Dodd, Indigenous All-Stars. Jackson Hastings, parallel for the Tigers. Alright, give me a second. How's that? I think that should have fixed it. Oh, okay, sorry. Well, hopefully I think that might have fixed it anyway. From what I was just seeing on my end. Murray Talagi, Speed Series for the Cowboys. Cheers. Alright. Well, we have a black Young Guns. Had a few black Young Guns. What number are we? Number 33, Hamoli Olakoatu. Knights Parallel Checklist. We actually haven't had that issue with the sound happen for a while. Ruby Mojo. Number 27, Jordan Rapana for the Raiders. Olivia Koenig, Women's NRL for the Roosters. Jaden Campbell, Speed Series for the Titans. Kieran Foran, parallel for Manly. Jordan Rabana, Maori All-Stars. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last packet in the priority box and the break. Selwyn Cobbo, Indigenous All-Stars. Payne Huss, parallel for the Broncos. Speed Series, Cody Ramsey for the Dragons. Women's NRL, Kamara Brealey for the Titans. Jason Tormalolo parallel for the Cowboys. Speed Series, Alex Johnston for the Rabbits. Paul Vaughan parallel for the Bulldogs. And last but not least for the break, it is our Priority Young Gun, number 6, Emily Curtin for the Eels. Alright, well thank you for everyone. All we have left now is to randomise who gets the 6 Master Series cards. We're going to have double up on the Blues. So let's switch our screens. Everyone is in there, ready to go. Before we do that, let's just give this page a refresh and we'll check what teams are left in break 190, guys. Broncos, Raiders, Manly, Warriors and Tigers, still the 5 teams. Alright, back to here. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last, number 3. Hannah Byrne with the Tigers. Pretty sure Hannah Byrne with the Tigers was on the second one too. Alright. Well, thank you to everyone for being a part of it. Hope to see you again next time.